This is Jesse with Technically Challenged, and I wanted to do a series of short videos on React. I've been spending a lot of time in React, and I've been learning a lot, and have had some things I struggled with and questions I had that I've been figuring out, so I wanted to share some of that. So if this is helpful for anyone, it's also helpful for me just to explain it and try to work it out myself. So the first things that we're going to do is we're going to go through some basics, and some of the prerequisites for this video in React include JavaScript. So I'm going to go to that. JavaScript, if you type mdn JavaScript introduction and you search for that, the top one will give you a great intro. So if you're new to JavaScript, you haven't really learned it yet, there's some really great really great tutorial here, and then it even has intermediate and advanced lessons. So walk through that first if you're not familiar with that. The next thing that you're going to need to do before we can even jump into React is install Node. So nodejs.org, and then if you click on this one, 8.12, it's recommended for most users. We can just click that, it'll download. Once that downloads, you just click continue, agree, select your hard drive, install, type in your password. That should not take very long. It's going to install Node. Node lets you run JavaScript on your computer. Usually JavaScript runs in your web browser, but Node lets you run it in your computer, which is going to be really cool and help us do a bunch of things, as we'll see. So it's installed, and it's confirming that it's installed for us now. So now if you close that and if you open a terminal, so what I do is I do the command space if you're on a Mac, and then just type terminal if you haven't used it before. Terminal, hit enter, that'll open up a new terminal. I already have one, so if you go, I'm on the desktop, so if you go and you type node, it should give you this prompt, and this actually will allow you to write JavaScript. So you can do like x equals 5, y equals 10, x times y, enter equals 50. So you got math, you can do for loop, for let I equals 0, etc. Right? So you can do all kinds of JavaScript stuff. To get out of it, you can hit Control C and then hit it one more time. That'll get out of it. What's really cool, so Node gives you a tool package called npm. npm help install. If you type that, it'll give you some tips for how to use like installing a new package. And we can just go to a website. So if you're familiar with Node, or you have that already installed, then what you can do is you can actually check out npmjs.com, and this is going to give you a ton of packages that you can search. You can find them by name. So one that we're going to be looking at in a minute to get into React is called Create React App. So we can go to Create React App, hit enter, and check it out. G.A. Aaron, boom, there it is. And 53,000 gives you details about it. Getting started guides. Sometimes it'll just tell you right here how to install it, but Create React App has its own website. So actually I already have that up here. So once you have Node installed, npm is how we're going to install different packages. So then we're going to click over here to the Create React App website. This is going to give us a really simple way to get React running. So we're going to install Create React App. So if you have npm, and npx is really similar to npm install. So it's saying right here you could just do this. So what you could do is just copy this and then go back to your terminal and paste that in if you want. Oops. If you're in npm install, you can hit :Q and that'll exit out of it. So you could do npm install Create React App like that, or what you could do is what they've given us, the command npx create react app, and then my app. I'm going to change that to hello world. That'll be the first app we do, dash world. You could try to do a capital W like this, like camel case, like JavaScript has you do normally, but it'll give you an error because they don't support capitalization anymore. So if I do npx create React app hello world, as you notice on my desktop, it created the folder, and now it's going to download all the dependencies that create React app is going to use while we set up our basic React application. So it's going to take a minute or two. So just give it a few minutes, wait for it to download and install, and then I will come back after it's done. Okay, great, so we're done. So npx let us run create React app, and it created this folder called hello world. And what we can do is in the terminal we can type ls, that'll show us the folders we have available. We can do cd hello world, hit tab to autocomplete. If you hit enter and type ls again, that's going to list all the directories. You can see it's installed all of this stuff in here. Node modules is where it's installed everything. You can check out the README. You can look at all the files in public and source. You can check out the package. I'll show you just real quick. Package.json shows you all the different things that it has set up. It's installed React, which we're going to need, React DOM, React scripts to run everything, get it all going. It's given us these script commands: start, build, test, eject, and it's set up an ESLint as well for errors, helping us find errors. And yeah, that's about it. Here's the name, version number, all that. So if you did what I did, Vim, you can do :Q to get out. So now we have a React app ready to go, and all you have to do is cd into it like we did. So cd hello world, which we did, and then once you're inside of it, it tells you, and once it's done installing, you just do npm start. So that's what we're going to do. We just do npm start and hit enter. And it's starting the development server, and you'll see that it automatically should open. Unless you already have a server running, it'll ask you to confirm, so it chooses a different port. But if not, it'll run at port 3000 by default. So as you see, and here it is. There's your first React app on your computer loaded and ready to go. In our next video, what we're going to do is we're going to actually learn how to edit this, and we'll start looking into how React works with components and elements, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So check out the next video if you're interested in that. Comment any questions, and if this is helpful to you, like it as well, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.